So the statue wasn't pushed over in the picture, it just wasn't even there at all. I thought it was pushed over so far that it just didn't show up in the picture. I don't... oh boy. On the day of the crime, Mr. Atme must have been quite nervous. He went to school and he was very nervous. Why? Because something wasn't supposed to be there. Oh, yeah, and he'd already taken the picture, so the statue messed that up. So he had to move it, you know, so that people would think it was from 3 days ago. But he wouldn't want people to know the picture was from 3 days ago anyway. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes perfect sense. He was just frozen there. One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? What's that? The data for the basement warehouse computer! According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime. But it was your computer, right? Yeah. Exactly. That is the most ridiculous picture. Pinocchio. Mr. Gatto, what is the meaning of this? He doesn't know. He doesn't care either. Gatto, I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down. Put the coffee down! My 11th cup. I promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good till the last drop. Ew. A good point. So what? We are all the travelers on a road of infinite points. So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied, which is number 12. Oh. Well, you sure told me, didn't you? You sure told me. If there's no funny business in your actions as Mask to Mask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it. Oh boy. That's we're planning to steal the sacred urn. Alright. Ugh. I don't know, dude. I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box. Zavari! It was sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. Okay. You then handled security by yourself to ensure that your crime would go smoothly. October 12th. Ugh. He was going on for a little while there. I was starting to think, yeah. The nuggets of new information. Good lord. Zavari! Need to get some pizza all up in here. Okay. So, oh boy. Where there's going to be so much pressing here. Like, oh my god. You first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. Okay. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews. Indeed, it seemed that they had heard of my Zavarkling reputation. The urn was placed in a box and sent to the warehouse. You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. Don't say that. She worked hard on it. Anyway. Okay. So she put it in the storeroom and she wouldn't let anyone in there, not even you. Okay, so you couldn't see it until the day of the crime. But the day of the crime, somehow you did get in there. You say you had never seen the urn before. Security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, I, Luke Atme, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. Yeah. Well, there was nobody for you to protect it from. You're the one that stole it, so... I knew it was extremely valuable, so I sent my card 10 days before. You mean this calling card? That's right. That is without a doubt my calling card. It's not a menu to a House of Hunan. Guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all. Of course. Because Adme knew about the emblem. Yeah. Jeez. So you then handled security by yourself to ensure the crime would go smoothly. Nope. Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. Huh. Last you held the urn in your hands for the first time at 1 AM on October 12th. This photo again! My god! To be honest, even if a photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much. Huh. Really? I don't think so. Yeah. We sure could. I think that was the thing that was kind of sticking out to me there, was it was saying he hadn't seen it. Alright, how do we do that? Wow, they really they really put a lot of emphasis on that. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna keep doing this, like, just so I don't have to get through all this again. Continue. So you say sent to the warehouse, hence you were actually unable to see the urn for yourself until the day of the crime. But we know that at some point, like, she dropped the... When was that? When did she drop the box? Ooh. And how would I even prove that if I could? Like, you were unable to see the urn, but the box was, like, broken. So there was no box for the urn to even be in when you stole it, and yet there is a box in the picture. Oh, I can't, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm flying circles around a point, and I can't just get into that point. Ew. Wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. It had the sacred urn in it, but at last I held it. He's telling a big story here. He's trying to make it sound all dramatic, you know, like Percy Whitmore. So what are we actually trying to prove here? We're trying to prove that he had seen the urn, right? But we're also trying to prove that whole thing about the picture. Let me press this again. I'm sorry. I need to look at this one more time. Yeah, okay. It's basically saying we need to prove that he... that he had seen the urn before this point. Not that he was holding it in his hands for the first time. Well, that's basically proving the same thing, though, isn't it? He's saying he held it for the first time that night. But if the picture was old, then he would have seen it or been holding it before that night, so yeah. The problem is, though, how do we... Well, let's look at the descriptions of everything. 74 heist, the emblem is top secret. Did I? Press where in the present. Take good care of the speckled urn, wouldn't you? Okay, hang on a second. When? Oh my god, I wish I could figure out exactly when. Like, I'm sure they told me and I just forgot. I'm trying to figure out when was the box broken and the urn broken. Was it like when the urn first was delivered there? I think it was. Because she did say something about... What I'm thinking is, how would he know that it was speckled? If he sent the car... Because he said he sent the car 10 days ago, right? It doesn't say that here. But they did make a point, though, about that. Huh. You know what? I saved. We're just gonna try this. Are you serious? Oh my god. Yeah, there kinda is. Take good care of the speckled urn, just like I said. The speckled here refers to the paint, which wasn't on the urn until after... something. Well, it was inside the box, so... That too... Well, no, it wasn't, though. Well, she dropped the box, so did she get another one? I think that's what happened. Anyway. Yep. Holy crap. I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Wright. Neither am I, dude. What are you talking about? You don't see me over here laughing, do you? The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. Ooh, and that's when the pig paint got on the urn. You can't be serious! Oh, but I am. Yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Adamy had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. Because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Shite! Yeah, he's had it now. Oh, man. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? I still can't believe that worked. Oh my god. Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Apparently he does too. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Conviction, you say? Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was masked, demasked indeed, and now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle, that's a good point. No way, don't fall for that to your honor. You say that Luke he was the one who killed Michael. Yeah. Let me ask you this, why would he do that? Why would he kill Cade Bullard? I mean, that was the whole thing that's what they were about to ask us to prove before we took the recess. Might you my merry murderous motive manifest? He's getting his second wind. True. Yeah. I mean, well, now we have to bring up that whole thing with, like, the boy's motive. Don't call him a boy. He's not that boyish. Well, maybe. The thing is, he was the witness to that first heist. I think. So he's turning around and taking credit for it now, but I can't help but feel like that has something to do with it. Maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were. Thank you, Sir Old-Timer. You're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. They're doing everything they can. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Okay. Motive. It's my favorite part. Sorry, yawn. Cut that out. Kane Bowler decided to investigate Nasty Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Nasty Mask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy. Oof. Oh boy. Bringing this up again now. Okay, handwriting confirms it was Mr. Bullard. Well, that answers that question. Yeah, I don't mind if I... Oh my god, there's so much here, though. Like, there's going to be a lot of information here. Tapping my 3DS again. You had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. Oh. Okay. After doing a thorough background check, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report. Nope. Really? That was blunt. In any case, the only one with a motive was Mr. Delight. Dude, you... Man. Well, I think everybody's mistaking who he is. Mistook. That's right, mistook. From the Old Norse, mistaka, meaning to take an error. That wasn't what I meant. Yeah, press harder. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Mask to Mask? Well, because he was wearing the costume. Right. Yeah, it is. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Yeah, it does. Furthermore, it also shows an ugly guard, namely the defendant. Okay, now you're saying he's not. Wait, you're... Okay, yeah, well... Man, there's so much... this identity thing is, like, really getting in under my skin. It's like I can't make heads or tails of, like... Whatever, okay. So this blackmail letter right here. Bring $50,000. The handwriting is without a doubt the victim's. Okay, that's fine. I believe you. That's true. Yeah. Oh boy. You know what I just thought of? What if he wrote... Because I've been thinking all this time that somehow she was involved, his wife. What if the blackmail note was to her, saying he knows who she really is because she was somehow... No, though. Just, okay, anyway. The fact that there's no addressee is irrelevant. Is it, though? You just had a thought. Oh my god. For some reason I just can't shake the feeling that there's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? Oof. It was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. But that was like a year ago, you know? It's like... Oh my, I'm certain you were already aware. Zavari! KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. Since I was the security team chief, I stole data from the company. That's right. Nope. Which is why he had a heart attack. Sent him a letter upon mistakenly believing he was a thief. Huh. Ooh. Well, there's why did the defendant pay Mr. Bullard the money, even though he wasn't actually masked to mask? Ugh. Crap! On that point, there was an unfortunate bit of chance. Okay, maybe I need to stop thinking so hard about this. Do you really think the story's gonna hold up? That assertion is not merely my own, I'm afraid. What do you mean? I have here a memo from Ron Delight's wife. Uh-oh. Ronnie thinks he's masked. Don't you feel sorry for him? Please don't think too badly of him. That was a short bit for that music there. No, actually that was me. I'm sorry. I promise it won't happen again.